So we are nearing the end of Tekken 7's lifespan, as Tekken 8 is just a few days away now. January 26th is the release date of Tekken 8. Very, very excited for Tekken 8. I know I'm going to put a ton of time into it. But in the meantime, we're going to just look at Tekken 7 over the next few days. Probably this game will, obviously, whenever we play it again in tournament, but I might not play Tekken 7 again after 8 comes out. I don't know. I mean, I like some of the characters in Tekken 7. I don't think I'm going to uninstall it immediately. I know a lot of people are going to uninstall Tekken 7. Some people probably already have. But I don't think I will. Oh, drop that. Eddie is the first DLC character in Tekken 8, which is really exciting. There are going to be 3 additional characters that have yet to be revealed. I personally hope it's Lydia, Armor King, and Anna. That's who I hope it's going to be. I don't think Lydia is going to make it into Tekken 8, at least maybe not in the first season pass. I really hope so, though. I really hope Josie makes it into Tekken 8 as well. But Lydia is my number 1 in terms of most wanted DLC characters. Look at that. I shouldn't have done the hop kick. I should have done something else, probably. Forward 2, 3-3 is probably what I should have done. But there's a jab. Josie's a cool character. You know, I think she's pretty fun to play. A stance character like Lydia. I, for some reason, have a thing for stance characters, it seems. Look at that throw. But my 2 favorite characters in this game are Asuka and King. I'm a huge wrestling fan, so naturally I'd be drawn to King. But as it turns out, Asuka's my favorite. I don't really know why. I've just always played Asuka. But I played King, Asuka, Nina. I'm pretty decent at Nina. I tried to learn Steve. I wanted to learn Josie towards the end. But then when I really didn't play any of the DLC characters. I know a lot of people later. Akuma, who technically wasn't DLC, but he was pre-order, I think. Maybe he was just in there day 1. I think Eliza was the pre-order character. I can't really remember. It's been a while. But a lot of people played Akuma. A lot of people played Geese. A lot of people played Kunimitsu. I didn't really play Kunimitsu that much. But I did play Lydia. She was like the only DLC character that I played in this game. Was we have Paul Phoenix here. But that hair that they've taken away from him now. He's wearing it down. But, look at that down forward 2. Look at that. I remember how to do some stuff. And there's a wall splat. Very cool. But anyway, as I said, I didn't play any DLC characters outside of Lydia. No reason, really. It's just, usually when it comes to fighting games, I don't play DLC characters, or I try not to. It's not that I'm trying to make some sort of a protest about DLC characters. It's just, I just kind of stick with who's been in there day 1, who I'm mostly familiar with. One thing about me when it comes to fighting games, though, is that I have character loyalty. I typically tend to play the same characters repeatedly. Like in Injustice 2, I played Black Canary since day 1. That was, well, Black Canary, Supergirl, Atrocitus were the only characters I ever played in those games. For Mortal Kombat, I played Takeda, Katana, and then Alien came out, and then I played Alien. Alien was like the only DLC character I really played in a fighting game. And then, I guess Street Fighter 4, technically, Sakura was the character I played the most, but, you know, I played a little bit of Ryu, Elena, those were DLC characters too. But for Street Fighter 4, though, that game had such a big roster, you know. But for Tekken 8, maybe I'll learn Eddie, because I think Eddie's a cool character. I'd like to learn him in Tekken 7, but the only downside of learning Eddie is that there are so many characters that are better than Eddie. He's very hard to play, and he's not very good. And it's just kind of not worth it to play Eddie unless you just really, really want to. See off the wall there. Look at that. Didn't kill, though. Gotta watch out for a jab. But, so, I just have character loyalty. Like in Street Fighter 6, I played Ken, Chun-Li, and Juri. I don't play any of the DLC characters, although Aki I thought was quite interesting. She's kind of like Fang. So, next up is Leroy. Speaking of DLC characters, we have Leroy. Leroy was interesting when the game first came out because there was a lot of discourse about Leroy being really good. Same thing with like Negan in this. I wonder if Tekken 8 is going to have any guest characters. Maybe the first season pass might have a guest character, who knows. This game had Negan, Noctis, Geese, Akuma as like its guest characters. Originally 2B was supposed to be in this game, but instead she went to Soul Calibur. But 2B is a much, much better fit in Soul Calibur. So look at that off the wall stuff. Josie is an interesting character. As I said, you know, she has different stances and stuff. Look at that, just jabbing her out. Josie was introduced in Tekken 7. She was a new character for this game. There's quite a lot of different opinions about Josie. Some people really like her, some people just don't. But I like Josie. Look at that, I can't do that. Too many startup frames. I was trying to sidestep. I didn't mean to teabag. I was trying to sidestep. I was pressing it too quickly. Oof, look at the lows. Trying to go for a throw and it whiffed. But hey, down 3 is right there, so that's cool. I've always liked Josie's win animations. I hope Harada puts her in Tekken 8. I act as if there isn't a big team of developers or anything. Here's Heihachi. For Heihachi, I can defeat him pretty easily as basically every character that I play. Except for some reason I kind of struggle against him with Lydia. I don't know why, but... Okay, I'm whiffing 2 attacks in a row. Probably shouldn't be doing that. I gotta be careful with Heihachi though. Oof, look at that. Sometimes Heihachi's a pushover though, you know. Oof, I did a ton of damage. I didn't expect how much damage that would do. It was round 2. I was trying to force a wall splat there. It worked, I guess, somewhat. Something like that, like a wall bounce, but I completely whiffed that combo. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. I think the most fun character in this game for me is King. Of course, King is a grappler. He likes to grab a lot. I've noticed he isn't very great at, like, you know, poking or anything like that. But King is just really fun to play in this game because it feels great, like when King does these big combos. It just feels great. So it's either going to be Akuma or Kazumi. I hope it's Akuma. Oh, it's Kazumi. Great. I prefer to fight Akuma. But Kazumi is not bad either. You'll have to remember to sidestep her lasers and all that stuff. Here's the climactic final battle between Kazumi and Josie Rizal. Look at that. On the wall too. Oh man, if I was a little earlier. That kind of makes up for it though a little bit, I guess. There's the tiger. That was great. Absolutely great. Not too bad. And now she like goes into her devil Kazumi thing. Get a big cutscene too, unskippable if you believe that. But then again, it's the big boss fight, so like whatever. I guess it makes sense. Oh, here we go. Round 2. I'm very excited to see Jun Kazama in Tekken 8. It's her first mainline Tekken game since Tekken 2. She was in both tag games, which are non-canon, so technically they don't count, but I'm excited to see how Jun plays. Look at that. Completely annihilating Kazumi thus far. 2-round advantage here. But yes, I'm very excited to see how she plays. Look at that. I'm completely giving it to her. Look at that. Is this a perfect? You best believe it. How beautiful was that? Got a perfect against Kazumi. So yeah, that's an arcade mode playthrough with Josie Rizal. Hope she makes Tekken 8.